That cinder block has become very nice. If it's a mistake, we'll just find out tonight. Heaven forbid a girl check the forecast. Now let me try to remember why I got this. I'm just doing this for the love of the game. I just didn't know my preferences. I just figure if I start my week with the Christmas tree on, it's going to be a good week. It is Monday morning. I'm about to head in. I'm feeling a little bit anxious right now just because I don't know how the week's going to go, but we went to the gym this morning and did an upper body day. I read on my Kindle as I was eating breakfast, so I feel like I'm really trying to stock myself up with the good things. This is going to be just a realistic work week vlog. The vlog will go wherever the work week takes me. It is Thanksgiving week, so that's a little unique, but we'll talk about that later on. I am channeling coziness. I am channeling calmness. I'm channeling well-balancedness this week. Those are all the things that I'm claiming for my week this week. I have court this morning at 10, so I'm a little anxious about that. And I have fallen behind on the leaderboard in my work's fitness challenge. I'm in the 60s now on the leaderboard, and I am going to walk my way back up to the top. That's a big plan for this week as well. Actually, let's get a starting point. So I've already added for the day the bonus miles that I get for drinking enough water, because I know I will, and for having a healthy sleep routine, because I know I will, but I've already added those in. And then for the weightlifting, I already added those miles in too. As of right now, I am number 61 on the leaderboard. Do you think I can make it into the top 20 again? Number 20 has 30 more miles than I do at this point, which does make that a little tough, but I'm gonna be walking, so TBD. Let's get to work. Happy Monday. Survived another day, made it home. My sweet husband is going to make dinner tonight. He actually makes dinner most nights. In a recent video, I was talking about dinners, and my feedback from him was, why didn't I get a shout out about the dinners? So this is the shout out. Sweet husband makes dinner a lot. But what I'm gonna do tonight is get the rice ready. I asked if I could help at all. That's what I can do to help. Got our big jar of rice here. Got my chicken broth here. We're gonna do like a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 cups of chicken broth for every 1 cup of rice. I like using my Pyrex for the rice because then it has some extra room. I don't know if the measurement is different since this is technically a liquid. I don't know. But then it has extra room to where I can kind of rinse the rice before putting it in. After this, I'm gonna go bring my Kindle and read while walking on the treadmill. I did not get the chance to walk at all at work today, so I'm not doing great on my leaderboard. I haven't made the strides that I was telling you I was gonna make. I'm measuring all this out, and I'm actually pretty positive that one of these is 4 cups. So I'll just pour the rest in there. There we go. I had court that took multiple hours of the day, so I was like chart reviewing before court, but I didn't quite get to finish, so I never made my like to-do list. And then I had court, and then after court it was like 12:30, 1-ish, and it's just so hard for me to get my wits about me if I'm like starting in the afternoon. Like I was just like wandering around. I was like, I know I probably could be doing things, but I just like my routine was so thrown off that I just was not as productive as I sometimes could be. But I guess it like makes sense because my routine was so off. I was in a very different flow of the day than usual. So it wasn't a bad day at all. It just like didn't feel overly successful. And so I think what will feel good is reading my cutie little book that I'm reading. I'll tell you about it later whenever I get further into it. And I think that walking and getting the steps in that I was wanting to, will make me feel accomplished in the brain, but then will also just be good for my like body since I have been sitting most of the day. And I think that that will be more positive and like better benefits for me than laying on the couch and reading today. So once I get this race started, I'm gonna head there so that then I can walk for, my goal is gonna be about an hour before coming back home, see how much of my book I can get read, because I keep looking at all of the books that I want to read. A lot has been influenced by like the Goodreads Choice Awards. Whenever the top 20 for each genre came out, that's a lot of book recommendations. And not that the Goodreads Choice Awards are perfect, but they do just give me new books to look at and want to read. So I like have a lot added to my TBR from that. And then I have so many holds on Libby going right now. I'm listening to The Wedding People on audiobook and I'm really enjoying that, but I have so many like audiobooks in line right now too. And then I also want to read some like holiday books this year as well as we get further into December. So I'm just trying to bust through the books is what I'm trying to do. So going and walking and reading right now gets me closer to that goal too. Guess where I'm finishing the day on the leaderboard? 61! We'll get them tomorrow. I do think everyone just kind of moved up closer to the top. Like, I think there's not that many miles different now between like me at 61 and 50. And this morning there was a lot more miles different. So I truly think if I do it tomorrow and I get a lot of steps tomorrow, I think my movements up will be a lot more significant. It's just hard because anytime I'm doing something, everyone else is doing something too. And we're all getting more steps, but I just have to get more steps than they're getting more steps. Successful Monday. See you tomorrow. Heaven forbid a girl check the forecast and be prepared for rain. Heaven forbid a girl ever do that. I've got some things to take care of, some drying off to do, some getting in cozy clothes to do, and I imagine I'll be in a much better mood after both of those things happen. I look a mess and I'm tired, and I'm sorry for not talking to you more, but I edited an entire YouTube video this afternoon after I got into my cozy clothes and ate my mushrooms, and it's kind of an issue how tired I am right now because I am waking up very early tomorrow to take Zach to the airport. I am not going anywhere for Thanksgiving because I work in a hospital. I only get Thursday off itself, and all of our family would be more than 1 day's worth of travel for me, but Zach gets the whole last half of the week off, and so if he stayed here, he would just be by himself like Wednesday and Friday while I'm at work basically. So he's gonna go to his grandpa's, and I'm very happy for him, but I will be here holding down the fort. I'm fine with that though. I'm planning on having just like the most relaxing Thanksgiving, and it's gonna be great. Let's check where I'm finishing on the leaderboard. I got 13,780 steps today. With my weightlifting this morning, that puts me at 9.9 for the day, which puts me at number 57 on the leaderboard. So I'm working my way back up there. If I do any more like actual batches on the treadmill, I think I'll just keep on climbing. I'm gonna get ready for bed though because I am waking up in a few hours. have successfully dropped off my husband. I just made coffee, warmed up some sausages, and I am going to pull up the Dancing with the Stars finale because that was last night, which means I get to watch it today, and I have to stay off all social media until I get through it, which I'm pretty sure this is a long episode if I remember hearing correctly before it started. Even though I can't watch it in lifetime, I did vote last night. I voted for Alex. She is who I would like to win, but it's 5:40 right now, so I have like an hour and a half that I can just sit and chill, and I'm really looking forward to that. I've literally just been getting ready during commercial breaks for work, but unfortunately we have reached the time that I do need to leave. I did not quite finish the finale. I made it through Alex's freestyle, so I still have, what, a few more freestyles to go. I don't even think I was all that close. But I was really productive editing the video, so I feel like this has been a wild start for the day for it being 7:30. I have already done so much. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving can really go any type of way. At the hospital, I feel like sometimes they really are pushing to discharge like as many people as safely can be, which sometimes means busy, but also sometimes just means like it reaches a point of like, oh wow, people are home. So we'll kind of see. What I do know is that I'm gonna try to be walking it up every chance I get, make my way back up on that leaderboard, especially since I didn't lift this morning, so I didn't get those extra little bonus miles in the morning. But I think it'll be a good day. In years past, I've kind of started to feel weird on Wednesdays before Thanksgiving whenever I'm not going home or not traveling or like going to my hometown, like all of that, because I start to see people all there. But I'm gonna try to keep a good attitude because I think I kind of mentioned it maybe, but since I only have Thursday off, I didn't request off around Thanksgiving because I'm taking the entire week of Christmas off, which is like a huge gift. It's lovely. So I'm doing this now so that I can do that then. So I'm gonna try to maintain a good attitude. I am officially on holiday. I made it through Wednesday. It was a weird balance today where things weren't crazy busy, but like I didn't feel like it was slow either. Like there was, I don't know. Things weren't crazy busy, but I didn't like do stuff in my downtime, so I didn't like feel productive even though I didn't need to be. But I have made it. I have washed my hair. I have shaved my legs. I have detoxified my scalp. I'm feeling good. What I don't know though is how I want to spend my night, because truly the world is my oyster. And tomorrow having a whole holiday, like that's my oyster as well. Last Thanksgiving I worked. To be entirely honest, I did offer for some of the people who are working tomorrow, I did offer to take their shift, but everybody who was working tomorrow was happy to be working tomorrow. So I did not end up working anybody else's shift. The book I'm reading right now is called Falling Like Leaves, and it's just this like cutie little YA romance that takes place in a small town that people compare to Gilmore Girls, and it's a city girl in her senior year who basically just gets moved by her mom to this like small town that I think her mom grew up in. And so she's just like meeting some high school boys, making some friends. It is nothing too serious, and I think maybe I could finish it tonight if I really tried, but I don't know if I'm in the reading mood. I have some YouTube videos that I could get caught up on, like watching. I could finish editing the video that I started this morning. I might do that. I might just turn into a little lump on the couch because it's the holiday, so I can do whatever I want. I slept so well. The only thing I like about Zach not being home is that I got to use his pillow all night long, and it was incredible. I talked about this in a video, but I just a few months ago got myself a new pillow, and I just didn't know my preferences. I have always gotten like super fluffy pillows, and I just thought that that's what I liked the best, and I've always judged Zach's pillow because it is like a cinder block of a thing. It is so firm. I don't know if it's age or if it's side sleeping, what it is, that cinder block has become very nice, very nice. My pillow is just not doing it for me anymore. I kind of fear I need to buy myself my own little cinder. You want to see what I mean? Like I am not being facetious. I'm gonna drop the pillow. You ready? Pillow shouldn't sound like that. This is what my pillow sounds like if you drop it. Cinder block again. It's incredible. Welcome to a beautiful Thanksgiving. I want to start the day by being productive because I would like to have there's a lot that goes into my thoughts for the day. I would like to have a nice, relaxing day. For better or for worse, I will feel guilty if there's like house stuff that I'm putting off that I could be doing. And so I'd like to just like get that stuff done. Do like a power hour so that my brain just feels a little more relaxed. And also, like, I would be doing this anyways, like over the weekend or something, so I might as well get a head start on it. So there's things like putting away the laundry, wiping down the kitchen counters, vacuuming around, like wiping down my bathroom counter, just those like regular maintenance things. I'm gonna try to do a power hour. And so I figured I'm gonna try to find an audiobook that I want to listen to for that time, because I think that hopefully I could just really lock in. The audiobook I'm listening to right now is one that I want to finish. It's called One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This, but it's nonfiction, and I feel like for the power hour, in order to really lock in, I want just like a good fiction book that I can be into. So I'm gonna browse around and try to figure out what a good option for that will be. Set my timer for an hour. An hour is a really long time. It's what I've learned whenever I'm doing tasks like this. So hopefully that's like in a good way and I can get a lot of things done. And then after that, we can make coffee, make breakfast, like have a super chill morning, but it'll be a super chill morning after this initial burst of productivity. My hour is up, and I kind of thought I would get more done because, like I said, an hour is a very long time, but laundry is an even longer time. No, I did put away all of the laundry, but that took probably like 45 to 50 minutes of the hour just because there was so much of it, but it's all away and done now, so that feels very good. And then I also did a quick maintenance clean of my bathroom. Sweeping, vacuuming, wiping down the counters, putting all my like skincare and stuff back on the little shelf where it goes. And y'all mind if I sit on the couch a little bit and watch some YouTube and do some crosswords? It's been so long since I've done crosswords, so I brought all of my books because I don't remember the vibes of each one. Some of these though, like this Sudoku book is from 2017. I got it at the grocery store that I used to work at because, fun fact, fun little history lesson. Through senior year of high school, I worked 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. every single Saturday at the little pay station in Hy-Vee, which is where people would like come and eat breakfast. Like there's little coffee machines, the little soda machine. If they were like doing the buffet, getting the food, they would come check out at me. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I had some downtime, but I had to be like slick with what I would spend my downtime doing because they were very much a like, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean type of thing. But like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., I would maybe have like 3 people come through and all they wanted was a cup of coffee, you know? So it was okay to do some Sudoku. That's what this book is from though. I don't know how many are still in here. Oh, quite a bit actually. So that's kind of fun. I'm not feeling Sudoku right now, but it was just in my little activity book pile. Another Sudoku. This is a crossword, also from 2017. Okay, there's quite a few to do in here. I might do this one because I have my big orange book. I love this book. I have so many half-started ones in here. This is from 2010. Like, I got it at Half Price Books, not in 2010. I got it 2022, I would say. Lots of half-started ones in here. I'm excited. I got the itch to move again, so I did another power hour. Can you believe it? Can I show you what I did? So here is the kitchen. Look at all clean. Don't know if you can tell. And then I have had these boxes from when we moved in this corner forever. Oh, clean corner. Oh, sorry, clean corner. Safe to say, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'm gonna sit back down and do more YouTube work now. I'm not positive if I have it in me to film sit-down videos today like I was planning to, and I think that's just fine. I think, like I said, we're just going where the wind takes me today, and I'm grateful that the wind has taken me to some productive places, but everything has its limit, you know? I do, however, have a little treat that I had kind of forgotten about, which is an issue because it has a lot of caffeine in it, and it's 3 p.m. right now, so this treat does come with like a time in which it needs to be consumed. I should still be fine though, and if it's a mistake, we'll just find out tonight whenever I can't sleep. Just give me 1 second. We have the La Colombe Peppermint Mocha. It's their winter flavor that is back. I have had it before. To me, it's not quite as good as the strawberry mocha, but also to me, you can't go all that wrong with a peppermint mocha. Crazy idea. Whipped cream. sugar-free whipped cream because I still am on my weight loss journey. This is my Thanksgiving treat. That's really good. I haven't had a peppermint mocha at all, like any peppermint flavor yet this season. I love it. Let's get back to my productivity on the couch. My brain productivity and physical, I think I've gotten maybe like 1,500 steps today. It's not off the list of possibilities of me going and walking on the treadmill today, especially because if you remember that whole step challenge, I feel like I'm just losing motivation in that step challenge because unless I do something absolutely crazy, I'm like gaining some spots in the leaderboard and then losing them again. Like I was 61 as you know, and then I made it to 57. I ended at 57 again yesterday. So like if I go walk for a long time, I probably would make it above 57 again, and I can do that. Maybe I will do that this evening. It just seems as though other people aren't taking rest days. And I like a good rest day, but I do also think it's fun if I don't just like give up motivation. Like it is, even if I'm not top 50 or whatever, any time that this challenge has motivated me to go get more steps, I'm doing more than I would have been without the challenge. So like, that is a good thing. I'm just kind of butthurt about falling on the leaderboard. Just got a bit of a wake-up call because I was watching a Jennifer Madison video on YouTube, who I really enjoy, but she was talking and she was like, I just got sucked into this like hole of doing YouTube work and I was feeling so productive and I just was like staying at my laptop, but then I figured this work will be here for me like no matter what time of day, like I can do it, and I need to go get some movement so I can make sure to get some movement in today. And she was like, so I went and I got my movement in and I felt so much better, and I was sitting here being sucked into my own hole of like YouTube planning, productivity work, not moving, and realized that that was probably a pretty good sign that I should get up and go walk like I was talking about, because I did actually pull it up and I had overestimated before. As of right now, at 5:03 p.m., I have gotten 1,161 steps today, which is, that's not a lot. That really is not a lot. And I went and looked, and on my leaderboard, I reached number 70. So I am gonna plan on going and walking. I am reading my cutie little Falling Like Leaves book, and I think, I'm gonna check what my Kindle says. I think I should have about an hour and a half of it left. If that is true, I am going to walk until I finish the book. Fun challenge, fun Thanksgiving challenge. Turkey trot on the treadmill in my apartment gym, reading my little YA fall romance on Kindle. Back, I'm showered. I walked for a long time. I finished Falling Like Leaves, my book. It was like the perfect palate cleanser. I think we're getting a little late in the season for it. Like it's so deliciously autumnal, and it's so like ideal high school, like instant friend group, fun activities that they're doing. Like it's a good palate cleanser book, I feel. I'm giving it like 3.5 stars, I would say, because like it was a good book, but it's not like a piece of literature in a deep way, you know, like it was just a good time. Unfortunately, the next book that I have up on my Kindle, which I'm just trying to read them in the order that the return dates are, is another YA, and I fear for that because I don't know how many YAs I really can do back to back, but I'm gonna try because it's very different, I believe. The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson, which off the top of my head, I don't remember what that's about. Let's see. I placed the hold for it forever ago. So this one's a thriller following a freshman girl whose college life is turned upside down when her roommate's ex-convict brother moves into their dorm and starts controlling their every move. It's at a HBCU in Washington, D.C., and one of Jordan's roommates goes missing. Super different book. I think it should be fine as long as it's just not like painfully YA. And this one's in college, so it's not as young as high school. I'm like growing up as I read. I think I'm gonna sit back on the couch and finish the YouTube work that I had dived into the black hole about earlier. But I feel like this has been a lovely, refreshing, resetting holiday. And tomorrow we're gonna wake up and go back to work, which is gonna feel like the weirdest thing in the world. And I get to use Zach's cinder block pillow again tonight, and it's gonna be so lovely. See you tomorrow morning. kind of nervous though. But it's heating up. Yeah, it's heating up. There's no... It's making a sound. That is fun. Because when it's making like a clicking sound. Maybe I'll just use the other one. Cooking home alone is not the time to have electrons shooting at my face. Well, now it's off and it's still clicking. I don't know what's happening. Huh. Whenever we first used our oven when we were here, it was so smoky and smelled so bad. And for a second I was like, well, maybe it's like a burn off layer or something from something that they cleaned it with. So I was like, that seems not like something I want, but maybe that's what happened. But we let it go for a while, like enough where I was kind of feeling uncomfortable about the smoke alarm going off. And it still was like actively producing smoke. So we just turned it off and put in a work order for that. Their fix for that one was that they just let it burn all the way off. I guess they came and supervised it, but when we got home, everything was like smoky. Our air purifiers were working overtime, and like things smelled so bad, and like we opened up the windows and stuff to like get it out. And that one, I feel like this goes along the same brand with Zach calling the sparks electrons. But Zach was like, there's just carcinogens floating all around our home now. But it doesn't smoke anymore, so I guess it really was just something to be burned off, whatever it was. No way. That's wild. Did they recognize you? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Aww. She relatively recently had twins. They are so cute. They're probably like maybe 6 months now, but she had twins. It is so rare that I cook whenever it's just me here, because I always kind of convince myself like, why go through the effort whenever I could just like girl dinner. But I think that this is gonna be really good for me, because look, I went through the effort. It helped. I was talking to my mom the whole time, so like I stayed entertained the whole time. I went through the effort, and now I have a nice warm pasta dish for dinner tonight. And I also have, before I eat, let me shift you a little bit. I also have this package that came in. Now let me try to remember why I got this. There had to have been an inciting factor that brought me to this website. And then I think once I started getting stuff, I had to get enough to get free shipping, but I actually don't remember what began this for me. It's books, if you can't tell yet. It's books, some of which I've already read, but I kind of just want copies of. First one of that being Whistle by Linwood Barclay. Love this book. Read it on my Kindle, so I wanted to own it physically. Anyone want to borrow it from me? Let me know. You're welcome to read my 6-star books. It's used though. All of these are used, so they're like cheaper. It's pretty good condition. It looks like it's been read, but love that. Love this book, like I said. I love seeing it in person. I love this cover. I kind of want to reread it. Not remembering why I got this one either. I just finished reading this book and I liked it. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I think it was on like a super sale. It was like a hardback for like $5. Maybe that's what got me. Actually, all of these might have been $5. That might have been what got me on the website. Why can't I remember? I did really like this book though when I read it. So I guess, usually I don't just buy things. I have already read it. It was great. Now it'll be on my shelf. How about that? All the next ones I have not read, I'm pretty sure. They sent me a get $10 off your first book stack of 2026, and that's really nice of them. This book I have heard absolutely incredible things about, and I am excited to read it. The Lion Women of Tehran. I have a hold for it on Libby that has taken forever to come available, and I guess for $5 I decided that I was just gonna get this one. I'm gonna check if what I'm even telling you is true. Okay, I got 7 books for $43. That's why I placed this order. Mystery solved. There was like a good deal. Today, as I'm filming, is Black Friday, so it wasn't a Black Friday deal. I think it was just maybe a lead up to it. Kate Quinn, The Briar Club. This has been on my TBR forever. I think it's a historical fiction. Oh, and one of the characters' name is B. This is all from Book Outlet, which, like I said, is like used secondhand books. So it can be quite limited as to like what's on there. And so I think now, if I'm remembering correctly, whenever I was in this little black hole apparently ordering these, I was just going through and looking for books that were on my TBR. And I think this was also around the time that I was organizing my bookshelves in there, and there is like extra room for books in that room. So I think those were all of the factors that went together into this order. This is Bloodmarked, book 2 in the Legendborn cycle. I own book 1, but I've never read it. Big move to get book 2 before reading book 1, but I do want to read book 1, and now I'll have book 2 whenever I read book 1. And also this all feels kind of low stakes because getting them on such a sale, if I ever go exchange them for other books at Eagle Eye, I'll probably get store credit that's around the same as what I paid for these. The thought process is coming back to me. The justifications are coming back to me. Oh, I lied when I said I hadn't read any of the other ones. The Riviera House. I loved this book. I want to reread it because now it's been like 4 years since I read it. I sobbed reading this thing. I loved this book. I have wanted to read all of Natasha Lester's other books since then, but I didn't own it, and that felt wrong. Now I own it, and that feels right. Lastly, wow, I did it again. So this is Enchantra. It's the second book after Phantasma, which I own and have not read. Again, pretty bold to get the second book before reading the first one, but I guess I just really was feeling confident in this one too. Now I'm gonna eat my pasta. Thanks for joining me on my book haul. I'm curled back up in the spot I was in yesterday, and it is perfect. I should turn the Christmas tree on. That would be even more perfect. You want it now? Let's do it. Even better. If you've been subscribed for a while, you know that the vlogs where Zach's out of town and I'm here have a certain vibe to them, and I really think it's because of the fact that whenever Zach is here, I tell him all of my thoughts, and then whenever Zach's out of town, I tell you all of my thoughts. I should vlog like this all the time. It gives a different vibe, I feel like. But something that I want to do before fully relaxing for the night is look at the 2025 bingo board. As of today, it is November 28th, so we are about to enter the last month of the year. I had considered doing a last monthly reset. I'm not doing that. I am kind of changing my philosophy on things like resets and goals and everything for next year, which I'll talk a lot about because it's still kind of a work in progress, but I'm gonna try to move differently next year. But for 2025, we still have a gold bingo, so I wanna see what we can fill in because I've done a few things since we last looked at it. I'm gonna change all of the colors all together at the end just to make it easier for myself while editing. But going through the bingo, change driver's license name, I have finally done, and I have my new license in my possession. 20,000 subscribers we skipped because we're not quite there, but we're making good progress. I have not had a fully screen-free weekend yet. I have made conscious efforts to decrease my screen time on average throughout every day. But I have not had a fully screen-free weekend yet because I keep needing my screens to edit. I have not had a weekend yet where I can not edit, and that makes it really hard to do a screen-free weekend whenever most of my weekends lately have been spent doing lots and lots of editing because obviously I work during the week, you know that. I have by now read 100 books. I am actually at 114 books right now. My highest ever that I've recorded, so from 2019 when I started reading as an adult until now, my highest number of books was in 2023. I read 123 books. I do think I will be surpassing that this year because 114 now, so I have a whole month to read 7. I could do that. Go to Teddy's first birthday party. We did do. That was at the end of October, beginning of November. 17.5 thousand subscribers. Not quite yet. We're making progress. We're making progress. Change passport name. We have done. 15,000 subscribers. We're close to. I have hope for this milestone being in this calendar year. It might not be, but right now, 14,562. So what? That gives us 38 people to go. No, it does not. That gives us 438 people to go until 15,000, which is so many people. That is so many people. But I'm excited to meet all 438 people that those are whenever we hit that 15,000 milestone. But I love every single one of you who is here now, so we're doing good. I do plan whenever we get to 15,000 subscribers to do a 15K Q&A because I think that's just a cute name. So whenever we hit 15,000 subscribers, I'll do a Q&A because also at that point, you guys who are here now, you know some lore. You know some facts about me. You know who I am. You know You've seen a lot. The 438 new people that come between now and 15,000 subscribers, they're not going to know all those things. They might need a little Q&A before we can induct them, before we can initiate them, you know? 3.5K from AdSense, no. Let me check. 2.2K from AdSense. So something really drastic would have to happen to hit that by the end of the year. Someone commented recently and it was so sweet to me, and I also agree, and they said YouTube needs to give you a raise, and I fully agree. I feel like if you watch videos of people talking about it, then maybe you know, but for each video that I post each week, I probably get about $10 per video. Adding up like the hours of filming, the hours of editing. I'm just doing this for the love of the game. But change social security card name, I have done. So this is what our bingo card looks like now. We're not at a blackout, but we have filled out a lot of spaces and we have gotten multiple bingos, which my rewards that I had made for getting bingos were to do a puzzle, which now I've done multiple puzzle, and also to get a pedicure. And I just haven't really felt like scheduling one of those recently. I feel like I've had enough going on like weekends and stuff where it wouldn't really feel like restful and relaxing to me. So, I mean, I've done multiple puzzles, so I guess that can be the rewards, I suppose. Tomorrow, Zach gets home in the evening, so I have most of the day to myself tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to make it be a productive one. I really am. I'm gonna make a weekend vlog is what I'm planning, which means the rest of tonight, I'm gonna be sitting here on the couch. I'm gonna make hot chocolate in a little bit. I'm going to be dreaming about Val Chmerkovskiy. I have not been able to stop thinking about him this week. Ever since the Dancing with the Stars finale, the knee walk, all of that. I started watching Alex Earl's vlogs behind the scenes from Dancing with the Stars on YouTube. Such great Val Chmerkovskiy content. I've been going on TikTok deep dives, just watching videos of Val Chmerkovskiy. I'm falling in love with that man, I am. I need my husband to come back in town quickly before I leave him for Val Chmerkovskiy. I might mess around and do a crossword tonight. I might really mess around and start editing this video tonight. That would be crazy of me, but I might do that. All that to say though, I think I'll leave you here. I'll do all of those things alone. But thank you for joining me for this vlog. Thank you for keeping me company on the days that I've been alone at home. You have been tasked as a group to go find 438 people for us to induct into this channel community. And then we'll have 15,000, and then we'll do a 15K Q&A. And you can ask me anything you'd like at that point. As if I'm ever not an open book at any other time. I appreciate you so much. I hope you're having a great week. Thank you for spending precious minutes out of your day hanging out with me. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you next time.